work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman.
That's good.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
And this is why
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. There he goes left side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Sets up
a great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This will make it into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
At the 32-yard line.
On second down, it's Drake, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
56 to Mike, 56, check 56.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, open man is Kirk, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing again, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Cardinal first down.
Now Murray again. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
To Christian Kirk.
A nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike to 59. Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
That's another 49er first down.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Second and 10 at the 20.
Garoppolo again here on second and 10. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Second and 6 just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, past the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now on second and 13. Garoppolo.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So still 14 yards to go, second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Shot 56.
Shotgun now for Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Arizona.
From the gun, Murray over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Operating from the gun. Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 39-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Fitzgerald on the slant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
From 13 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked.
Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And all the way to the opposite 45.
49er.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
29 more yards.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The stop made by Jordan.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will run again with Coleman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. It's Coleman here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are back within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Kenyon Drake.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. On first down, Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start the drive with Drake. Refusing to go down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Drake, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this up across the 35. Before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cardinals.
1st down, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Murray now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Arizona.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Right back to Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonzalez's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Cards, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.